Is it time to buy or sell QQQ ETF? In this video, we will explore QQQ in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 31st of July, 2025. And now, we are here to provide you with a more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You won't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Since the 27th of May, 2025, our system has classified QQQ as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of negative 0.21. Now, let's examine the exchange-traded fund's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the exchange-traded fund has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 8.4% since we initially recommended purchasing QQQ 46 days ago. This results in an average return of 0.18% per day since it was designated as hold or accumulate. The exchange-traded fund is positioned within a narrow and strong upward trend in the short term, with further increases indicated within this trend. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 15.49% over the next 3 months, with a possible return between 13.62% and 17.29%. In terms of the long term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 11.4%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could range from negative 14.38% to positive 12.15% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $483.78 and $633.66. Our latest daily update for QQQ includes the headline, Evaluation of QQQ ETF downgraded after the last trading session. The QQQ ETF price decreased by 0.53% on the most recent trading day, which was Thursday, the 31st of July, 2025, falling from $568.02 to $565.01. During that trading day, the ETF experienced fluctuations of 1.9%. Reaching a low of $563.87 and a high of $574.61. The price has increased in 6 out of the last 10 days and is up by 0.57% over the past 2 weeks. Additionally, the volume rose on the last day by 21 million shares, though this occurred alongside falling prices. This trend may serve as an early warning, suggesting that risks could slightly increase over the next few days. In total, 63 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $35.44 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $574.61, while the lowest price was $402.39. Currently, the price stands at 1.67%, or $9.60, below the 52-week high of $574.61, which also marks the all-time high for the ETF. Recent developments surrounding the Invesco QQQ Trust highlight its ongoing appeal in the equity market. Analysts are pointing to 4 compelling reasons to invest in QQQ, especially for those looking to avoid the complexities of picking individual stocks. As the exchange-traded fund offers broad exposure to major technology firms, it remains an attractive choice amidst market uncertainties. With the stock market nearing historic highs, some investors are cautious about entering now. However, experts caution against trying to time the market given the risk of missing out on significant gains. This sentiment could drive more inflows into QQQ. Furthermore, discussions around exchange-traded fund innovations signal a robust future for these investment vehicles, with QQQ positioned favorably among emerging options. Comparatively, thematic funds like LOUP, despite targeting innovative sectors, have struggled against QQQ's performance. Its higher fees and lower liquidity detract from its appeal. In addition, the Invesco QQQ branding of the upcoming Food Network New York City Wine and Food Festival showcases the exchange-traded fund's cultural relevance, potentially boosting brand visibility and investor interest. In the short term, these trends can lead to increased demand for QQQ, positively affecting its stock price. Long-term, QQQ's reputation as a stable, high-potential investment could foster continued investor confidence and growth, supporting a bullish outlook for the exchange-traded fund. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 21st of July 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned QQQ a mixed grade with a hold recommendation. On Wednesday, the 9th of July 2025, it was reported that UBS maintained a hold grade for QQQ with a hold recommendation. On the same day, Wednesday, the 9th of July 2025, it was reported that Benchmark rated QQQ as outperform with a hold recommendation. On Thursday, the 26th of June 2025, it was reported that Benchmark assigned QQQ a negative grade with a hold recommendation. On Tuesday, the 10th of June 2025, it was reported that Benchmark gave QQQ a mixed grade with a hold recommendation. The following signals have been identified for QQQ. The QQQ ETF currently holds a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, there is simultaneously a buy signal from the long-term average. Since the short-term average is above the long-term average, this creates a general buy signal for the ETF, suggesting a positive outlook. If the ETF continues to gain, it may encounter resistance from the short-term moving average at approximately $566.23. Conversely, if it falls, the ETF will find support from the long-term average at around $550.77. A breakout above the short-term average will trigger a buy signal, while a breakdown below the long-term average will result in a sell signal. Additionally, some negative signals have been issued, which could impact short-term developments. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Monday, July 28, 2025, and thus far, the ETF has declined by 0.551%. Further decline is anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Furthermore, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Yesterday, volume increased alongside falling prices, which may serve as an early warning. Therefore, the ETF should be monitored more closely. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal 4 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 4 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 2 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 69 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 57 days ago. The relationship between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 48 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for QQQ. On the downside, the exchange-traded fund finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $524.79 and $519.11. There is an inherent risk when an exchange-traded fund tests a support level, as breaking through this level could lead to a decline toward the next support level. In this instance, QQQ finds support just below today's level at $524.79. If this support is breached, the next levels from accumulated volume will be at $519.11 and $513.04. Generally, the exchange-traded fund tends to exhibit controlled movements, and with good liquidity, the risk is regarded as very low. Over the past day, the exchange-traded fund fluctuated by $10.74 between its high and low, which is approximately 1.90%. For the past week, the exchange-traded fund has shown a daily average volatility of 1.04%. Before we dive into the potential favorable trading levels for QQQ, let's quickly review some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important measure evaluates a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A relatively low PE ratio could indicate either low expectations for the company's future or that the exchange-traded fund is undervalued, suggesting a possible buying opportunity. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for the QQQ. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for QQQ is at $567.26. If you do not currently own any shares, you might consider waiting for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the exchange-traded fund, this could be a point to contemplate for swing trading. On the downside, QQQ encounters its first support level at $524.79. If this support level remains intact, it might serve as a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $549.37, which is a decrease of 2.77%. This exchange-traded fund experiences very low daily fluctuations, resulting in minimal risk. A sell signal has been indicated from a pivot top identified 3 days ago. Is the QQQ ETF a good buy? Currently, the QQQ holds several negative indicators, suggesting it may be a candidate for selling. However, due to the potential for a turnaround, it might be wise to consider it as a hold or accumulate option while we await further developments. Our analysis has been adjusted from a buy recommendation to a hold candidate due to some minor weaknesses in the technical outlook since our last evaluation. After reviewing the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on the 1st of August, we anticipate that QQQ will open higher by $2.82, starting at $567.83. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions on StockInvest.us. By using the information provided, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day with warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.